fighting robot. Mega Man. Super 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 fighting robot. Mega Man. Fighting to save the world.
Good evening, everyone. I'm back from like a small break. Welcome to everyone. Good to see you all. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and it's Monday, August 10th, 2026. And the reason I was on break is because I went to Long Island Retro Gaming Expo for this year. And I had a great time. I had a great time over there. I'm going to be discussing that for at least like a good hour before we get ready to do some Madness Street. As you can see right here, we're going to do the LI Retro post-con discussion. Originally, I was going to do a tier list today, but I decided, you know what, I want to talk about Long Island Retro for a little bit before we dive into Madness Street. We're going to do some practice tonight. So good to see you, Kimber Wolf. Thank you for that. Good to see you, Kaiju. Welcome everybody coming in. And as you can see, the schedule this week, we have that. We have Splatoon Raiders. We have Pikmin 2 on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is the continuation of Sonic Advance 2. And Sunday is Kirby Air Riders, which will be for Shell Square Game Club. Hope everybody in chat's doing good. If people just want to lurk and just chill, then that's all fine with me. All good no matter what. I ordered Sonic. I just finished eating my burger, and now I'm like just chilling, just drinking some ocean water, which is pretty good. How you doing, Kim? Hope you're doing good. So right now I've been having a relaxing day, aside from the fact that today I ended up like taking Redbeard back to the airports, and though I picked him up from the airport, and I took him to Penn Station so he can go to the hotel where he was staying with the guys throughout the weekend, and I brought him back. That was the plan, but it was, as always, he was cool to hang out with at Long Island Retro. I did not get to stay at the hotel this year because I wanted to focus more on making sure my mom was okay. But however, I made sure to have somebody watching my mom throughout my time like at Long Island Retro. But I would leave as soon as the con would end. That's what I would do, like all 3 days. Though on the last day, I limited myself to a small amount of hours because I couldn't really get anybody to watch my mom in time. So I only went out for a little bit. If you're not counting the time it takes to travel to and from the convention, I'd spent about 3 hours there. And then like I got back, I made sure my mom was okay, got her some food. But otherwise, it was a lot of fun. I'll explain everything else. I'll explain like my experience in a little bit. New job got me sore as fuck. Otherwise, not bad. Sunday's my birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you, Kim. But glad to hear that you got the new job, even though like it seems to be like a lot. But I just hope that it goes well for you. So for me, for Long Island Retro, so I was there for like all 3 days. Granted, on Friday I got there late because the person that was watching my mom got there a little later than expected. So I ended up getting there like around like 5ish or so, which I managed to make it in like around halfway into a panel where it was a Twitch YouTuber and streamer AF Wagers, who is known for speedrunning, and he was doing a Sonic Adventure speedrun live at the con in one of the panel rooms. He did two speedruns. He did one for Sonic and then he did one for Tails. He was originally going to do one for Big the Cat, but he ended up doing one for Tails instead. And it was really cool just to see him speed run a game like that and with very impressive tech that he uses to be able to showcase just how you could speed run through different sections of the game, like so many exploits in order to get through stages faster. Stuff that people be like, I gotta learn how to do that if I want to get through the game fast. Like there are some people who just do it as a way to speed run and see how fast they could beat the game. But it was cool stuff. I was with MMG Mike, Silverstone Condor, Mullen Maple, my friend Albert, and my friend Matt Rodriguez, like, and a couple others were at the panel. Like everybody else was just doing their thing as well. I've seen Matt McFat. I've seen Vesperia or Vespi. I've seen Redbeard. I've seen Hito Retro Gaming. I've seen Epic Man, but he was only there on Saturday. There were a couple others that within the Bonfire Squad that I was hanging out with throughout the convention, and it's always really good hanging out with the crew. We got to participate in the Star Fox 64 tournaments, and with that tournament, like it was just me, Matt, and Silver who participated in it. Because I know that Mike, Maple, and I believe Matt as well participated in the Mario Party mini games, which Mike and Maple got medals for those. And I know for a fact that for Star Fox, I did not do well in the first round. Like the thing when I was playing the game, there was a Falco player who was really good at it. Like he was pretty much like winning it. That, and also there was also a Peppy player who was pretty good in my group, but we didn't make it past the first round in Star Fox. We tried, but it just didn't work out. But it was still fun. It was still cool. And then after that, we went to after that I participated in the Puyo Puyo Tetris tournament, but they had two of them. One specifically for Puyo Puyo, and the other specifically for Tetris. I played the one for Tetris because, to be honest, I'm much better at Tetris than I am at Puyo Puyo. So I've played in that. And the thing about it is that when it comes to Puyo Puyo Tetris, I actually got to participate. I won my first match, and I ended up losing my second match because the person I faced against was really good at doing all these T-spin combos. And when it comes to Tetris, if there's one thing I really need to get better at is T-spin combos. I'm not good at those. That would have at least helped me. But the thing is that my strategy is usually just try to get like fast Tetris. Like if I could just get fast Tetris, that's basically like how that's my bread and butter when it comes to playing any Tetris game. To get fast Tetris, and then my opponent's like garbage rises up, and then the more I do it, it rises up, it all adds up, and until they struggle to get all the pieces that they want, and then eventually like it'll fill up really all the way high till they crash out and they lose. So that's my strategy when I play the game. But T-spin combos are very strong. And this person, it was a double elimination, so I wasn't knocked out. but I lost. So I made it to so I went to the losers bracket where I won the next couple of matches, but then I lost a match where there was a match that I lost where I ended up coming in fourth place because what they were gonna do after that was they were gonna do a finals match. Because like they were gonna do winners finals, and then they were gonna do like a match between like the person who lost the winners finals and the person that beat me who would go on to the losers finals, and then they would have the grand finals. What they should have done was at least had me still there so that I could play the person who so I could play for third place. So but it is what it is. I guess it didn't work that way for double elimination, but I would have liked to have played for third and potentially get a medal for that, but it's fine. Then after that, I headed home for the day. Maple dropped me off at the station. Then I went back the next day. And I was checking to see like what everyone was doing. And the first thing I noticed was that because it was Mike, Maple, they were participating in the Mario Kart 64 tournament, and Mike won. Maple came in second. Like they both got the medals for that. What happened after that was there was also another set of tournaments taking place for Mario Kart Double Dash, which I did not participate, but I was watching it. And Mike and Maple were teaming up. So they were teaming up, and I was watching them go at it, and it was a very rough tournament. Like there was a lot of tough competition this year. There was some people I've seen before, and there was also some new faces, but overall, like the competition was intense. Possibly like one of the most intense I've seen from Mario Kart Double Dash in a while, especially compared to last year. It was probably the most intense, but despite all that, Mike and Maple won the whole thing, and they each got like the toy Mario Kart racers alongside like other prizes and the medals. Like that, it was awesome seeing them win again. But there were other events going on around that time too. I participated in a high score challenge. Actually, two of them, and they were going on around the same time. There was a Mario Tennis King of the Hill high score challenge, and the reason that they decided to do this as a high score challenge is because it's a matter of having the most amount of wins in a row. But this person was really good. Like, I don't think anyone beat him. I think he was the only person who had like any wins at all. Everybody just played against them, and they would lose. And then there's also the Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy Color. There was a high score challenge for that. I participated in that one myself. So it took a while for me to get in because there were people playing, because you had 3 lives where you had to play the pinball game and just get as much score as possible, collecting Pokemon, evolving them. You could do the bonus stages. When it was my turn, I only got about I want to say it was like around like 77 million points, because the person who went before me got over 100 million. And then I was looking at the high scores, and then there was someone who got over 250 million. So in the end, I went back after a while just to see if I got any prizes, and I came in third place. So all I got was a medal, and this is what I got as a prize. What I got was this. I've never heard of this game before. It's called As Divine Saga. And this is a Kemco game, and the reason I got this is because they were teaming up with Limited Run to give out prizes, like random games as prizes, and this was one of those games. So um so that's what I got. Let me put this back. So that's like the first bit of swag that I've showed off like from my haul. Um but yeah, that's what I got. Just give me 1 second. Anyway, so but yeah, so other stuff in regards to Long Island Retro. Uh I did get a couple of gifts. Let me show off at least two of them. The first one I got was this printed Mega Man poster. Um Hey Maverick, good to see you. I got this printed Mega Man poster thanks to Vespi. Um because he was giving out gifts to people as a thank you for having him with us last year at Long Island Retro. So he decided to give us like all these gifts, and I got this Mega Man printed poster, which is has all the Robot Masters from Mega Man One. And I thought this was really cool. I actually like this. I got though the problem I didn't really buy any prints like any major prints this year is because I'm running out of room. There's some room left, but not a lot. So I'm gonna have to figure this out because I have some prints from last year I haven't even hanged up yet, and I was actually planning on getting myself some frames so I could frame them. Um, and the other gift that I got is from Mr. Redbeard. He got me this. It's a tumbler. It has Squirtle on it, and you could use it for water, for coffee, for sodas, juice, any type of drink you want. And look at this Pokeball right here. Like, it looks like a Pokestop. Um, but it's a Pokeball. You have Squirtle with the Squirtle Squad shades. Um, this is amazing. Like, cause he wanted to show this to me, and then my friend Albert, Pride and Prime, he wanted to show this to me too. They both showed it to me, but then like Redbeard got me this, and this is amazing. I absolutely love it. Um, and I'm going to be using it a lot more. Like it has a handle you can just like grab onto it and just handle it, hold onto it like this. It's pretty cool. So those were those were the gifts that I got. Looks like a nice haul overall. Oh yeah, I did post it on the Discord, but as far as all the other stuff goes, so did I get to participate in anything? I was going to participate in the cosplay contest this year, but I missed it. I missed the window to sign up, and as a result, um, unfortunately, I didn't get in. Cause it also was capped. They filled up. They filled up the amount of people that were allowed to participate, but I was cheering on for Silver and Hito. I'm eating my mozzarella sticks. I was cheering on Silver and Hito, but I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was participating in the Pokemon Pinball contest. Yeah, the Pokemon Pinball contest, Score Challenge. But I did catch the end just to see who won, and the winner of the cosplay that won the whole thing was a Princess Peach cosplayer. But it was a purple dress. And they put so much time and effort into it. It's based off of the game Princess Peach Showtime. She had multiple outfits. I'm trying to figure out which one was it. I think it was I think it was like it's not the Stella. I forgot which one. There was like a cosmic one. I'm trying to get an image of like how the actual. I'm trying to actually check something about it, but yeah. Um, because like you have the villain Princess Grape, but but there was like a special costume, and this cosplayer put so much time and effort into it. It looks incredible. Like um, and it was more than enough to win the cosplay contest. And she ended up winning that. It was very impressive. There was a lot of other cosplayers I've seen um over the convention. Like I've seen it, there was also autographs, meet and greets with like YouTubers, Twitch streamers, and voice actors. I didn't really get to participate in watching any of the panels because some of the panels I wanted to watch either conflicted with what I was doing, or by the time I got there, it already happened. Like it was early on. But what I did see is like I did see some people there. Like I saw Jeremy the Nostalgia Alchemist, who was there with his son, bringing his son to the convention. Um, and he was cool. He's cool to hang out with. So I'm glad I got to see him. Like he was hanging out with us, like with me, with for a little bit. He was just like talking to me, to Mike, to Maple and Silver and others. Always good company. Um, I've seen G to the next level, who he was a guest on my podcast when we did the top 10 Sonic games. He primarily covers content for Sega, specifically for the Sega Genesis, and is now doing Sega Dreamcast. He was there at the convention, and I got to say hi to him. He was pretty cool. Finally got to meet him in person. Um, he had a panel on Sunday, but unfortunately, I missed it because I was making sure that running errands at home, I ran errands at home and for my mom, making sure things were okay here. So that came first. But by the time I got there, the panel already ended. But still cool to see G to the next level over there. Anyone else I've seen? I've seen a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while, like some old friends of mine. I've seen like other people I would see every now and then. Like I saw Mr. Awesome there. Um, and I've also seen like some of the people I would normally see at the conventions. Like there was this guy, I forgot his name, but he always has like a King K. Rool puppet, and I would see him. I saw him on the Saturday at the convention, but he was just walking around. I saw Yoshio's there. He was there displaying his N64 collection. Because this year for Long Island Retro, they were celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Nintendo 64, and he brought like a collection of like his systems, his games, it complete in box, controllers, and other N64 memorabilia to display as a museum throughout the weekend. It was awesome that he got to show all that off. And I thought that he did such a great job of contributing to the N64 museum. It was very impressive that he actually got to work on all of that. I really liked all of that. How he did it. So it was good stuff. Like they had like every N64, like well almost everything. But good to see you, Nova. Hope you're doing good. But it was pretty awesome. Thanks for the third. If I were to get I'll say this. If I were, I know I have an N64, but if I were to get myself one of those like fantastic colored N64s, there's two I want. There's the red watermelon color, and then there's also like a red and white one, like a red and white, like a creamy white with the red top. Not gonna lie, I suffered a major FOMO that weekend. Yeah. Hey, D Birch, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Hey, Prince David. Yeah, we definitely did. We had a great time. Wish you were able to hang out with us then. But we had a great time. I wish you were there too, David. Um, but it was fun. Hopefully next time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, there was also a trivia contest that took place that night. That was the last thing that I did before I left on Saturday. Um, and the trivia contest, they do it every year since 2023. It's hosted by Diamond Fight of the Retronauts podcast, and Ash said hi. Like she was there. I got to say hi to her. Um, and they host the trivia contest every year. Um, and they do it in 4 ways. But this year, they were celebrating the 30th anniversary of the N64. So the first question, the first round was multiple choice for N64 related questions. We got 9 out of 10 of them right. I forgot what was the one that we didn't get right, but we got 9 out of 10 of those right. Because one of them was kind of very obscure, and that we didn't get, but the other ones we did get. Because I teamed up with Hito Retro Gaming with Redbeard, Silver, and my friend Elvis, aka Mega Dragon 101. We were part of the team, Digital Bonfire, and we wanted to make sure we win because we do this every year. We do the trivia contest every year, and we ended up getting we got 9 questions right in the first round. The second round, what was the second round about? I know that if Silver, Hito, Redbeard, or Elvis were here, they would at least remember what it was. But what was the second round? Because because I know the second round we got everything right. I know the third one was about inventory. Oh no, I remember what the second round is now. Okay, so what the second round was, games. It was called Lost in Translation, and the way it works was, the games that have like they give us the Japanese name of the game, and also the year of when the game came out in the United States, because all these games came out in Japan in 1996, and the goal was for us to know just what was the English localized names of these games. Like, for example, in Japan there were 3 Kingsfield games for the PlayStation, and that we got 2 of them here. The first one that we got was Kingsfield 2, but they changed it to Kingsfield 1. Another one they asked was, what is Street Fighter Zero? And we're like, oh, it's Street Fighter Alpha. We know that one. They even went as far as having one where it says Warzard, which is Red Earth, which is a Capcom arcade experiment that did not go well. It had a limited release here, where you get to earn experience points and level up as you fight. They had some other ones, like they had one for Sakura Wars. The one that actually did release here, not the PS4 one, but the first one that we got was actually a remake of the very first Sakura Wars, which had the subtitle "So Long My Love." There was some other stuff within the whole Lost in Translation. We got all 10 right. The next one, like the inventory, that one was tough. And the reason it was tough is because of the fact that a lot of it is survival horror. I have not played every survival horror game. We managed to get some of them right. Not all of them. But that was probably the toughest one. It seemed like a lot of people struggle with that one as well. The last one was music. We had to guess the name of the game where the track came from and the year that game came out. Because you get 10 points for getting the name of the game right, and another 10 points for getting the year right. And they did it from 86, 96, and 2006. And yes, Sonic 06 was one of them. Because obviously they would use his world. So they we ended up getting 9 out of 10 right, because the last one, and I'm actually kicking myself for this, because it's a game I have played and I had streamed 2 years ago. And they used an instrumental version of it, but I think that it was a customized one. I don't think it was like an actual instrumental from the game, but it sounded, I think it might have been a fan-made instrumental, because the actual one with lyrics, like the actual track, because it has lyrics. So why they didn't use the one with lyrics is because it has the name of the game in the music, in the track. And that's a giveaway. So that's why they went with the instrumental, which makes sense. And it sounded like I thought that was like a Japanese like tokusatsu game. I couldn't tell you what where I thought it was from. When we found out what the answer was, I was upset, because I have played this game and I love this game. You wanna know what game it was? It was God Hand, and it was the main theme, an instrumental version. I'm like, what? I'm like, how come I did not get this? But then again, I've heard the one with lyrics, and also the fact that it said, and also the fact that it said like God Hand like in the track, so would have been a giveaway. So unfortunately, we didn't get it right. So, however, despite all that, we got more than enough points to come in first place, so we won. And then on Sunday, I didn't participate in any tournaments on Sunday. No, I did not. The ones I wanted to participate, I was too late for, and the signups for the Street Fighter. Actually, no, there was one. GG, thanks, Nova. There was one, and it was the Mario Tennis tournament. It was a doubles tournament where I teamed up with Redbeard, so we can participate and see how far we go. Because Matt and Hito were teaming up while I teamed up with Redbeard. Like Redbeard was Yoshi and I was Peach. And I know for a fact that Hito and Matt, I believe they were Bowser Peach. Because I know that there was one match that we had, like, because we won the first match. The second round, like, there was a lot of missed inputs, and we would be stuck in certain. There's a tendency where you could be stuck in certain animations. The only way to cancel is you press a Z button. I kind of felt like the N64 controller that they had in one of those matches felt very finicky. But it was very close, because it got to the tiebreaker. And the people that we faced against were two old friends of mine that I've known a long time ago, and they were very good, but we had a lot of missed inputs, missed calls, but it was a close match, but they won. And then we thought that we were going to be playing for third, but it was a miscommunication, so the match didn't count. But there were some very toxic players. Like, there were some very toxic players, who were like just being rude, very loud and obnoxious. They were there all weekend, being very obnoxious and toxic to multiple people, including people within our group, and we were upset about that. But overall, like, did not ruin my experience at the convention at all. But it was really good hanging out with the guys, as always. Wish I was able to hang out with them more, but I got to make sure that my mom's okay. So that's why I had a limit to like how long I can actually stay each day. Although I at least on Friday and Saturday I had somebody watching my mom, but otherwise, otherwise I have to make sure that mom is okay. Because it was this time last year where mom went out on her own while I was along on retro. For a long because she was alone for a long period of time. I can never let that happen ever again. Which is why I haven't really been going out and hanging out as much because of it. Because I have to make sure she's at home. Thankfully, I've been making sure to get like somebody coming in, like an aide, to come in to watch my mom to make sure she is fine whenever I need to step out and do things, or whenever I'm busy, I need to focus on something. That somebody's here to watch my mom and make sure she's okay, that she takes her meds, she's eating and everything, and she does not leave randomly, because I cannot let that happen ever again. Not after what happened last time. So I have to make sure that she's okay, like first and foremost. So yeah, but that was pretty much my experience. I could do a lot more, but I want to at least save time to show off my swag before I do before I do Fortune Streets. But yeah, so we're gonna have to. But for Fortune Street, we're gonna have to find out who's gonna be hosting, because Hito needs to rest, because obviously like the convention takes a lot out of you. But I was at least able to rest, since I was able to like come home earlier and make sure mom was fine. So I had some more time to relax. But I also have to make sure that but I also have to make sure from both time, like both Thursday and today, to make sure that for Thursday I brought Redbeard to the hotel, or at least to the Penn Station, so he can take the train to get to the hotel. And then in the case of today, that I picked him up and took him to the airport so that he can catch his flight. Which I need to check and see like if he landed, if not if he landed, but if he is on the if he's like about to board or something. But I'm gonna have to check back in just a little bit. I'm assuming he's probably flying right now. I'll have to check in a little bit, but it was really good seeing him. It was really good seeing Vespi. There was a lot of the guys within the group there, like Mike, Silver, Maple, Matt, many other, like Hito, many others. Like, always great seeing everybody there. I will say I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of great time being at Long Island Retro overall. Hey, Mesmer, it's good to see you. Hey, appreciate the follow on Blue Sky, homie. LI Retro 2 was great fun. Spent a spell with Jeremy, Nostalgia Alchemist, and his son. It was. It was great hanging out with Jeremy and his son. Like Jeremy's great, and I always enjoy his company whenever I get a chance to see him. I've had him on my podcast numerous times, and I will have him on my podcast again soon. So here's a couple of things that I got. So I've already shown off this Mega Man print, but for those who are coming in and haven't seen it yet, I got this from Vespi. He was giving out gifts as a thank you for having him with us last year at the con. So he gave me this, and he was giving other people different gifts. And I'm going to show off the tumbler that I got from Redbeard. He got this for me as a thank you, and because I got him a gift 2 years ago. It was a vinyl for either Suikoden 1 or Suikoden 2. I'm not sure which one it was, but I got it for him, and he got this for me in return. All right. So next up, I got these from the 3D printed booth. I got this gigantic Earthbound cartridge that you could use to hang onto walls. Because I have one for Mega Man X and Mega Man 64. I might get more of these in the future. From different platforms. Like, I want to get some for PlayStation. I want to get some for like NES. They even have stuff for Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. So I got this because I love Earthbound. It's one of my all-time favorite games. That said, I need to get one for Chrono Trigger at some point, and one for like Super Metroid, Zelda, Final Fantasy VI, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, and others. What's so great about the con, besides the confines, is which is situated, seriously, such a breath of fresh air from the reams of high ceiling, cavernous warehouses or hotel ballrooms, cons like this otherwise transpire within. So low key, want to just add, as I did, kick back with some Quake or Half Life or Alice, as I did some off the PC eras. You can, yep, you could. I'm slowly getting through Chrono Trigger right now, and holy shit, what a game! Yes, what a game it is. Here's a new thing that they have. They have Pokédex 3D printed Pokédex entries. This one I'm going to give to my brother, because he likes because I know he likes Venusaur, so I'll get him this. I was going to get him Gengar, but I didn't see Gengar. And I was going to get Espeon, but I didn't see Espeon. I saw other evolutions, but not that one. But I'll get him. I got him Venusaur right here. Of course, Blastoise is mine, because I love Blastoise. Like, these are based off of the Pokemon of Gold and Silver and Crystal. And then I also got a 3D printed logo for Final Fantasy VI. This is my all-time favorite Final Fantasy game. Like, they also have one for Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy III. Truth be told, if they would have had Final Fantasy IX, I would have got that from my brother, because my brother loves Final Fantasy IX. Did they have Scizor Heracross? I've seen Heracross. I have not seen Scizor. I would have got Scizor. Truth be told, I think I should have also got Charizard, because to complete the trifecta of the starters. Let's see. I got myself a copy of Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1. I have Volume 2. But I figured, you know what? Let's just get Volume 1 so I have both. To have a physical copy on PS2. Because this has Street Fighter 2, Ghosts and Goblins, Legendary Wings, Bionic Commando, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, Section Z, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, 1942, Mercs Commando, X's, Gunsmoke, Sansan, Final Fight. It also has the other two versions of Street Fighter 2 that came after the original, which would be Champion Edition Hyper Fighting. Because I participated in the Mario Tennis tournament, I got a $5 coupon at the Aeon booth. So I was able to use it on whatever I wanted to. And Hito just gave me his because he didn't want it. So I got this. I got the Sword Kirby plush. Because I thought this was cool. There was either this or the red Kirby from the Amazing Mirror. They have blue Kirby as well. They got the Arcelic Prince of video game box arts. I got Street Fighter 2, Super Metroid, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. So those are the games that I got. Or at least the Arcelic Prince. And now I'm going to show off. Right, before I show off the other thing I want to show off, there are some things that I want to show off next. I got some buttons. They had some Smash Brothers customized characters from Smash Brothers buttons. I got Ken, Terry Bogard. I got Mega Man. I got Squirtle, because they have all the Pokemon separate from Pokemon Trainer. I got Sonic. And the last one we got was Samus. They were three for $6. So I ended up getting that. But here's the dice tower. So the first dice tower that I did it like one, and I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The thing is, I already had this game, but this is what it was, like a randomized prize that I got for for just a $5 dice tower. And then I did like the $20 one where you get an additional bonus dice tower roll. And this is what we got. I got a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Christmas ornament, Madden NFL 11, Bears. It's a Disney educational, like Disney Nature Bears. Because it was from the random DVD section. And also for the random DVD section, I got Sahara. And the last one, wait until you see this. This one, I actually felt like I got my money's worth out of. I got this. The Kylo Ren bear plush. A teddy bear of Kylo Ren. And this is actually worth the money. This is like about like 20 something bucks. This was one of my prizes that I got. Then after that, I pretty much just like chilled until like when everyone's ready to leave, and then I went my own way while everybody else went their way, because like the rest of the guys, they were gonna hang out and go to the Cheesecake Factory, while for me, I ended up just going home, making sure mom was okay. Taking care of mom was very important. That's what I did. So now we just gotta now like just back to reality, I guess. So but overall, it was fun. I had a great time. At Long Island Retro. And shout outs to everybody that I got to spend time with, for the Digital Bonfire Squad. And shout outs to everybody I got to see there at the con. All the tournaments that I got to participate in was fun, as well as the high score challenges. Overall, good stuff. The only thing that is a negative, and I happened to notice this at some points, they apparently had some like informational place cards about different things where you get information about like a game or whatever. Unfortunately, a lot of it was actually made using generative AI, and they even had like a pro AI panel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reflect how I feel about it in the survey. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a great time in Long Island Retro, but I'm gonna lead them some feedback right after, like as soon as they put up their survey, I'm gonna leave some feedback. Yes. That's like the only thing that I would say that was like a huge like blind spot out of the entire convention. But I'm gonna leave some feedback, and of course I'm gonna be very respectful and very civil about it, because you already know how I feel about like AI, especially Gen AI. So I was very disappointed to see that, but I do hope that they'll listen to the feedback and understand that this is not what we wanted. But the worst of it I've seen was actually one where it was like a Quest 64. It looked disgusting how they actually managed to make that look. Ugh. I mean, you don't have to like the game, but I personally have not played it, so I don't have an opinion on it. But fuck, I hope that they'll be able, because I do hope that they'll be able to listen to feedback. I'm going to I do plan to do the survey right after the stream is over. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But other than that, I had a great time. I'm really happy to spend time with the guys. Really happy to be able to just do what I wanted to do at the con. Like, it was a nice distraction. I really needed this. It was fun, and I would like to go again next year. So yeah. Retro stuff shouldn't have to use AI. That defeats the purpose of retro. Yes, so 100%. I agree with that. So, but yeah. Overall, still had a good time no matter what. And I'll just make sure everything here is good. I'll go. I'm gonna go next year, but I really hope that that they do take all the feedback to heart, because a lot of people would definitely want to do that. And the thing is that when you do those surveys, you have a chance to win a free ticket to the next year's Long Island Retro Show. So I hope that I'll be able to go, and I hope again, but we'll see.